There's a lot of talk about equity and inclusion. So we want to try to break it down.
In this video, we're going to define equity and inclusion, explain why we're working through a lens of equity and inclusion, and to give you an overview of what the Office of Equity and Inclusion does.
Let's start with why we focus on equity and not equality.
Equality is about sameness and might work if the playing field were truly level.
But we can look at data as well as historic and modern day policies and see that that's simply not the case.
Equity is about creating conditions where all people can participate, prosper, and thrive in our society.
So why do we work through an equity lens? Very simply put, no one is being excluded when we are equitable.
Let's use public transportation as an example. When comparing equity and equality, equality gives everyone the right to ride the bus, but equity takes it further.
Equity looks like having curb cuts on sidewalks so that people in wheelchairs can safely get to the bus, and lifts so they can get on the bus.
When we talk about inclusion, we're talking about a culture of authentic and empowered belonging.
Do you feel welcome? Do you feel heard? Are you able to influence decisions?
We focus on equity and inclusion because it allows us to ask a different set of questions to get to the root causes of issues.
We prioritize equity because racism exacerbates all other forms of oppression.
The bottom line is we want to create just outcomes that work for everyone.
In the Office of Equity and Inclusion, we work to foster fair and inclusive culture across city government by providing training, consultation, and promoting equitable policies, practices, and procedures.
We conduct regular racial equity trainings for City of Asheville staff and boards and commission members.
We work towards achieving the goals in our equity action plan. We support community partners in racial healing work.
And we review practices and policies with an equity lens to find the gaps
and strengthen internal and external partnerships to create equitable outcomes.
Thanks for watching. Thank you for your interest in equity and inclusion, and here's to a more equitable future.